Welcome back. Welcome back to the Mike Check Show. Today's guest is a true two-sport athlete. Am I right?
You are correct. Yes, you are.
And
I don't get that credit, but hey, it's all
a
good.
lot of people don't know. That's why, BJ. I don't know why.
I don't get it, man. You look at my stats, you look at the years I played in the NFL versus Major League Baseball. But hey, it's all good. It's all good.
And a competitor through and through, from
No
making
doubt.
big plays in the NFL with the Falcons to stepping onto the baseball diamond and building a successful MLB career. Please welcome, y'all. Please welcome. I'm going to say it one more time. Please welcome, man. Brian Jordan, baby.
What's happening?
Thank you, BJ, for taking some time out your busy schedule to come hang out with us. The way we like to start things off is by asking rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Football or baseball?
Football, definitely.
Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm shocked too. All right. Favorite MLB stadium you ever played in?
San Diego Petco, the new one. I
Okay.
love that
Okay.
state.
Toughest pitcher you faced?
Kurt Schilling.
Ooh, Mr. Bloody Sox. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Hardest hitter you played against?
The hardest hitter in football.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I played against or with. I mean, I got to give it up to my boy, my teammate, Jesse the Hammer Tuggle. He was probably the hardest hitter I know, man. He laid it on the line between him and Scott Case, my two teammates, man. We brought the lumber, baby. We brought the lumber.
Scary individuals, for sure. Okay. Braves or Falcon fans?
Ooh, I gotta go with. Ooh, man, you putting me on Front Street right there. You know, I, I told you football was my sport, man. Over
Okay.
baseball, so I gotta go with Falcon
Okay.
fans,
Okay.
man. Even though I love
Now,
my Braves fans, man.
the last one. This might be a little, let's just go for it. Best trash talker you ever played against?
Wow, the best trash talker I ever played against had to be Michael Irvin,
Holy cow.
Dallas
Wow.
Cowboy. Irvin talked some trash at the receiver, man. Even though he was pounding his butt, he still talked trash, man. But he was a bad boy, man. Definitely a Hall of
Shout out
Fame
to
and
Mike.
one of the greatest receivers I ever played against, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. Now, BJ, right? Growing up in Baltimore, B more. Shout out to B more, man.
that's right. Give
Um,
it up. Give it up.
when did you realize sports could become your future?
Wow, I knew it as a young kid, man. My grandfather would always tell me how great my dad was, man. My dad had an opportunity to play MLB and NFL, but he elected to go in the military, get married, and have kids and take care of the family. But my grandfather hated that decision for him. So
Yeah, yeah.
he always talked about them. So that was a part of my dream as a young boy, man. My mom and dad made me write out my dream. And, I wrote on the wall, I want to be different. I want to play two professional sports, because I loved all sports, man. It wasn't a ball or anything you put in my hand that I couldn't play. And I always wanted to be outside. And, when the lights go out, I'm back in the house. But I played any sport all day long, man. And, when my parents made me write down that dream, never gave up on it. And, I was
Wow.
blessed to have that opportunity to play two professional sports, man, along with Bo Jackson and my teammate Deion Sanders, man. So, that was a blessing. It's rare. You may not see it again, the way this NIL and,
Yep.
parents are making their kids play one sport now, which is crazy to me. Uh, but truly blessed to have that opportunity, Mike.
Okay. Now, what was it like growing up in Bmore? Because Bmore, a lot of people get it twisted. Bmore is not soft by any means.
No, no. I tell everybody I got my speed from running home from school, because I went to elementary school right there in the middle of Emerson Village, and
Oh,
shoot, man, other middle schoolers and high schoolers come down there and beat up on the little kids, man. So when that bell rung, I was jumping fences and rolling out, man. So I gained my speed running home, avoiding those fights, man. So yeah, it was rough, man. And I'm glad my parents moved me out to the county, to where it was a little more laid back, to where I could just focus on sports
yeah,
and be
yeah.
myself. But
Are they still here?
no, my mom and dad passed,
God
man,
bless their soul.
and
God
I
bless
just
their
buried my
soul.
sister.
Sorry about
Yeah, I
that.
just buried my sister yesterday, man. So,
Oh, I'm
I know
sorry to hear
I
that,
know you
BJ.
wanted to do the
Wow.
show, man, but this is a good good release for me, man. So I appreciate you inviting me to the show, man. So happy to be on. But yeah, man, Baltimore wasn't bad. It's when my parents moved me out to the county. So it was a whole new life out there where I can just focus on sports and education. So, they saved my life by moving
That's
into the
right.
county. Hmm.
This is something I want you to know, BJ, right? Can I call you BJ? Is that cool? I've been calling BJ
Hey,
for
man,
like
that's cool, man.
weeks
That's
now.
good. That's
um,
good.
you know, uh I was born and raised in New York, right? New York, again, by any means, is not soft. I mean, I think me and you both
Ooh.
know that. When it comes to New York, be more Chicago, LA, places
Yep.
like that, Houston, Atlanta, uh, uh, not soft at all. Like,
Learn how to survive too. Yeah.
absolutely the concrete jungle, definitely. But I do want to say this,
Yep.
right? And I handpick every guest on my show. A lot of people can't uh don't fully believe me for some reason, right? And I'm like, yeah, man, I
Really.
handpick each and every one, right? Because you guys played a role in my life. And what I mean by that is this. I was a gang member for 20, 25 years.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
a devoted gang member, you know, did all sorts of stupidity.
Mhm.
But here's the thing, BJ, and this is where I would like to give you your flowers, right? Because if it wasn't for you or anyone else or any guest that I've had on my show, because again, I handpicked them, you know,
Mhm.
exclusively, I would have been dead, right? I gang banged. I mean, I was raised in the South Bronx where hip hop started. Super duper bad block. I mean, man, imagine being 5, 6 years old, coming out your building, and I still remember these things. You look towards your left or your right, you see crackheads. You see addiction, prostitution.
Oh yeah.
You see all sorts of things, and I have a similar story. My mom's took us out, of the South Bronx and moved us. We were still in the Bronx, but in a nicer area.
Right.
But
Mhm.
I'm saying that to say this. I want to give you your flowers because you were and still are a part of my childhood, right? And I want to say thank you. Thank you because if it wasn't for you or anyone else, I would have been 6 feet underground, man. You know, me going back to no Monday Night Baseball. No, we have to go see the Braves play. No, we have to go see the Braves versus the Yankees. No, we have to see BJ hit a homer, BJ get a steal. Man, I think I would have been dead by now, BJ. So I just want to say thank you, brother.
Well, man, I'm happy that you made some right decisions, because I give you your flowers because I know that ain't easy. Like I said, man, I'm glad my parents moved me out of the city because I don't know what direction I would have went into. You talk about gangs, man. I was hiding and running from those gangs, man. Coming from basketball practice, with my boys and everybody thinking you're a gang because you got three people together, and it's
Right.
you running, you jumping fences, running home, trying to avoid all that stuff, man. So my kudos to you
Thank you.
in surviving and looking elsewhere, whether sports or whether it's education, whatever it is, you found your niche that got you a focused mind. So kudos to you, Michael.
Thank you.
Kudos.
Thank you, BJ. Now, my follow-up question would be, does Be More protect athletes? And what I mean by that is if BJ is hanging out with a gang member or a drug dealer, uh would they what will they I mean, did you get, hey BJ, don't be around this. too much
Yeah,
or don't stick around too often. Did you
no
get that?
doubt. What? Yeah, you knew who the drug dealers was, and I will never knock anybody from being my friend,
Let's go.
It's that respect, that love that you have for one another, man. And everybody knew my goals, man. I love sports, and I was gonna be a baller, and they knew I could ball. So yeah, they kind of embraced that, man. And they knew after school, I wasn't gonna be with them. I was going home, focusing on my
It's
sports, man. And
awesome.
they gave me that respect, man. And I gave them that respect. I never looked down on them, never talked about them, just really prayed for them. They never
There
but
you
they show
go,
up the next day
BJ.
in school. You know what I'm saying? They show up the next day in school and we talking and having fun. So no, man, everybody got life's decisions. They got to make their own, man. And some got to survive more than other. I was fortunate to have a mother and dad in the house, that both of them worked and was able to support me and give me
And
what I
that's
needed,
rare,
man.
BJ.
It's very rare, man. That's what I was truly blessed, man. So that's what I tell everybody, man. Everybody not in that situation, man. So I never look down. I never judge anybody, man. That's the way I live my life, man. You
Awesome.
and me, we the same, man. I was blessed to play professional sports. So what? You got your podcast. You doing what you doing, man. You survive through sports, man. So, everybody got their reasons.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did someone inspire you as a young athlete?
It was my grandfather, man. He pushed me, man. I don't care how good I was, man. I would that was my flowers to go to my grandfather and say I was better than my dad, man. And he never let
Wow.
that happen, bro. I scored 6 touchdowns, ran for 250 yards, and all I want to do is see my grandfather to brag and tell him I'm better than my dad. And he looked at me, man, when I walked through that door, my chest out, and he said, "Your dad would have scored 7 touchdowns and ran for
Oh
300 yards."
man. Oh man.
But little did I know growing up though, that was my push, man. That was my motivation. He was, giving me that message that keep working, keep trying to get 7 and 300. It never happened, but that was my goal to get it, and it pushed me until, I was fortunate enough to reach my dreams.
Was it hard balancing football and baseball?
No, man, because it was seasonal for me, man.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah,
Once
yeah, yeah.
baseball season happened, man, I knew that cutoff date where I was going back to basketball, football, football, basketball, baseball. That was it, man. It was certain times in the year you play sports. Now it's year round, it's all money
Yeah.
grab. Everybody trying to make money instead of making kids athletes, and they cutting their kids options off, man. I had options. I graduated in high school. I had basketball scholarships, baseball scholarships, football scholarships, man. So tell all parents, man, let your kid have their options, never give up on those options. So yeah, I was
And don't
fortunate.
force them neither.
Oh,
Let them choose
yeah,
their sport. You know what I'm saying?
that's why I say play all sports, because when you get into high school, you're gonna know which one is gonna stand out, at the end of the
That's
day.
right.
So you're right.
That's
Don't
right.
cut them off and don't try to force them to play something they don't want to play.
What was the moment, BJ, you knew you were elite in both football and baseball?
When I got to high school, man, I didn't even play JV baseball. I went straight varsity, and my brother
What?
was a senior. Yeah, my brother was a senior on
Damn.
varsity, man. I remember he got mad at me because I took one of his best friend's position. And I was like, man, come on, you gonna be bad at your brother? But I was a freshman and I was right in the spotlight, man, and I loved it. I write children's books. So my first children's book was I Told You I Can Play. And that book is about me just wanting to play with older kids. My brother would never let it happen because he think I'd get hurt. And then I
Yeah.
finally got my chance to score a touchdown against older kids. And after that, you couldn't tell me nothing. You wasn't gonna stop me. And so I always had that mindset, even when I was young. And to play varsity as a freshman, man, I fit right in and I took right off, man. And nobody was gonna tell me no, man. So
What was it
that was
like,
my,
BJ, playing for the Falcons, man? Like
oh
a
man,
dope organization.
it was crazy. And I'm gonna tell you my story. Coming out of Richmond, a small school, that's where I went. I graduated from the University of Richmond, played football, baseball, and the stars were aligned. I get drafted first round by the St. Louis Cardinals my junior year. I signed on the
Wow.
condition that I would go play 30 games in the summer with the Cardinals and then go back to college and play football. So now my redshirt junior year, I get invited to the Senior Bowl. And you know the Senior Bowl,
Oh
man.
my
You
God.
right there, you in the top picks, And Dan Reeves, Denver Broncos coach, was my head coach. And he moved me from cornerback to safety. So he was the main one who made that change for me. And I went to safety. Now I'm supposed to be the first or second safety taken in the first round in the NFL draft. So I'm like, dang, my dreams are coming true. And now we got, I mean, the safeties that played in the Senior Bowl, Carnell Lake, uh, Benny Blaze was in there, man. I mean, we had some safeties coming out that year.
That is
And
crazy.
to start the game of all those safeties, man, I felt pretty blessed. And that's when I was like, man, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get drafted in the first round. I heard about Deion Sanders and all those other cats. And man, the first quarter of that Senior Bowl, I break my leg and dislocate my ankle. And now I'm laying on that field thinking that, my dreams is over because the injury was so severe. They put plates and screws in it. I go down to the combine on crutches, and every team doctor looked at how severe the injury was, and they didn't think I was gonna make the NFL.
Oh
And
man.
so,
Was it contact or non-contact?
it was contact. I was running across the field to make the big hit on Cleveland Gary, University of Miami, and my own teammate took me out,
Oh,
and my cleats got stuck, and then my leg. I mean, my bone was almost coming out of my leg. My foot turned the other way, man. It was
holy
it was pretty
cow.
gruesome. But to hear those doctors tell me I wasn't gonna make it to the NFL, man, just took me back to the church, man. And
Prove them wrong,
Philippians
BJ.
Philippians 4:13, baby. You can do
Let's
all things in
go.
Christ who strengthens you, man. And that was my belief. And in 3.5 months, Buffalo still drafted me in the seventh round. I didn't even think I was gonna get drafted. Buffalo drafted me. I show up in minicamp. Couldn't go side to side 100%, but I could go straight ahead. And I was ready to go. They held me out to training camp, and I led the defensive backs and tackles. And you talking about Bruce Smith, Cornelius
Yeah.
Bennett, man. That was
Yeah.
Buffalo's defense right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm thinking I made the team, man.
Big
And
boys.
I get a call by Marv Levy in the office, and he said I was a 46 man on a 45-man roster. And they knew that I couldn't go side to side 100%. So they wanted to put me on injured reserve for the whole year. And I was like, nah, release me. If I don't get picked up, I come back to Buffalo. And that's when, my teammate, my partner, one of the greatest cornerbacks ever played, I go to Atlanta, and Deion's there, man. And what a great player, man. And one of the best I've ever seen. And for me and him, man, it was all fun because we did the same thing. He did it a little before me as far as baseball, but to have those conversations with him, man, and then play behind him. I'll tell him I'll make every tackle, man. I need you on the field. Don't get hurt. That's how good Deion was, man. And
Oh man.
so we had our fun, man. And golly,
That's
then I got
awesome.
yeah, man. Then you get a chance to meet Bo Jackson, man. Deion Sanders, he talking, he walking. Bo Jackson, he's quiet and get it done. You know what I mean? He is the exact opposite, man. But phenomenal athletes, man. Two of the greatest athletes I've ever seen, man. And fortunate enough to play with Deion, but definitely wanted to play against Bo Jackson, but never got that chance.
Now, BJ, do you still watch either or baseball or football?
Yeah, no, I definitely watch it, man. I
What do
especially
you
love
think about the
college.
sports? What do you think about the sport now? Both sports.
Bro, it has changed big time, man. I mean, everything's about analytics, man. They got all the Harvard kids out there,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
and getting rid of all the former players and
Yep.
coaches in the minor leagues. I mean, the game has changed, and I think eventually you're gonna see it turn back. You're starting to see it now, man. You know, they did away with small ball, but all of a sudden you're looking now, a lot of these managers are starting to play small ball again to win ball games. They don't care about strikeouts anymore, which we cared about our average. Nobody wanted to strike out, but total different game. I gotta respect it. Players. I think it's good in a sense knowing analytics, but it's all about you know
Whatever
the
happened to
first
the
day.
fundamentals, like the
That's
basics?
that's and using your instincts, man. They've taken the instincts out of the game because you see kids pulling cards out of their hat in the outfield. You sitting there like, man, what are they doing? And they lining up accordingly because the analytics tell you to play this position. What happened to athletic ability? And it's just crazy, man. The speed has gone out of the game. They taken away
100%.
those guys who were really fast that meant a lot to their team. Those jobs are gone now, but you're starting to see it come back, because it's not working. It's not
You think
working.
would it fully come back?
No, it's not going to fully come back
Okay.
because
Okay.
analytics is bringing the betting to the game and, the whole business side of the game.
Gotcha.
The financial end is where it matters. Younger generation is what matters.
Right.
That's
Right.
why they speed up the game because the younger generation is like, man, this game too long. I ain't sitting here for 4 hours watching a baseball game. So you got to shorten up the game to bring the young crowd back in. So it's a rhyme and reason for everything, man, and I respect it. It's a business, and you got to
Who's
make as
taking it
much.
this year, BJ?
Huh?
Who's taking it this year? Are we going back
Like that.
to the
You know,
Dodgers?
I will never ever judge from the first month of the season because I go with the Braves all day long right now. But I know how baseball is. You have a great month, and then you have a bad month, and a great
Yeah.
month. And as much money as the Dodgers are paying out, man, and the talent that they have over there, eventually it's all gonna come together. I played with Dave Roberts, man, and he is a smart, smart manager who knows how to get teams to gel together. And you've been watching it the last couple of years, man. The Dodgers are
Oh, he's doing
phenomenal.
an awesome job.
Ohtani is getting out to a slow start, but believe me, he's not gonna be hitting 6 home runs after 30 games. No, next month he's gonna probably take off. And Freddie Freeman, I love him, man. They just got a phenomenal team, man. It's led by a
I
phenomenal
think
man.
I'm a true Yankee fan, BJ, but I think man, I think
Man,
the
hey,
Dodgers,
believe me, I
man.
like the Yankees too. I ain't gonna lie, I like the Yankees, but it's something about the Yankees when they get down to it, man. They're pitching. They never have enough pitching to get it done to me, man. Never.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but also, my man Judge, man, when it comes to the postseason, when it comes to October, I don't
He
know.
wait,
Is
you
it
know
is
what
it
he
the
needs?
lights? Is it the
It's
bright
it's it's
lights?
not judge. It's not judge, man. He needs help, because people
But we
don't want
have
to
a
pitch
good
the judge.
lineup.
You got a good lineup, but they got to perform too, man. You got young guys on that team. You got some old veterans, but Judge has to understand that he has protection. He can rely on those guys. His
Oh,
mindset is,
okay.
I have to do it. And he puts
Okay.
too much pressure on himself, man, because I love Judge. He's a great player, man. This guy can just mash the ball. He plays great in the outfield. He's an all-around player, and I love him. But come playoff time, I just think he puts a little too much pressure on himself and instead of taking the walk and letting the other guy do the job. Once he feels comfortable enough to know that that's gonna happen, he's gonna take off, man. And heck, he's still
And it's
learning,
coming
man.
from a
It's
former
crazy.
player, so you know what you're
Oh
talking about,
yeah, man.
BJ.
I mean, it's a whole different story come playoffs, man. And you gotta have guys around you that can protect you and get you to relax, man. I mean, the greatest playoff player I've ever seen was Barry Bonds, man.
Heck
Shoot.
yeah. Heck yeah.
He would take his walks, but if you make a mistake, you're gonna pay. Because he understood, you gotta stay relaxed in the postseason, man. You can't tighten up or it's gonna
BJ,
be a
I
long
asked
postseason.
absolutely, absolutely. I asked a few Royce Clayton, Kenny Lofton,
Yeah.
Sandy Alomar, right? I asked them this question, and I would like to hear your response. And they all answered it the same. Who is the best baseball player to ever play the sport?
Woo! I got to give my roses to Hank Aaron, man, and do what he did through those
Okay.
times.
Okay.
He is one of the greatest players ever played the game. But in my era, I gotta say Barry Bonds is
Let's
probably,
go. Yeah,
now,
BJ.
he was arrogant, conceited, and I ain't like him, but he was a bad boy when it came to baseball, man. So give him his roses, man. When it was time to play, he played. Whether
They
you
all
like
said the same
him or
thing.
not. Yeah, man. Yep. You love or hate him. That's it. There's
They
no
all
in
literally said the same thing, BJ.
yeah,
They said
yeah,
B
man.
Bonds. That's it. No ifs, ands, and buts.
No ifs, ands, or buts,
And I'm
man.
like,
That dude,
wow.
he was a beast, man. He was a
And
beast.
you can take away the homers. His
Yeah,
he still has accolades though. You can take all
man.
that away.
He could take all that away, man. Outfield, he played great, man. He took his walks, man. He scored so many runs. He stole bases. I mean, he was a complete player. And
Yeah, yeah.
again, whether you liked him or not, man, he was gonna show up every single day for
Yeah,
you.
but you know what, BJ? We can't leave you behind either, right? We can't leave you behind either because you actually won a gold glove.
Huh, man.
What was that like?
Bro, I ain't win the
What did
gold
defense mean to you?
but that's the crazy thing, man. I had one year where I led the league in putouts,
Yeah, yeah.
had no errors, and still didn't win the gold glove.
I know, I know.
And it
The
was,
reason why I'm saying it is because you deserve it.
oh my God,
You
man.
deserved it.
It just tells you how,
And it
sometimes it's
sucks.
all about politics sometimes,
I
and
hate it.
yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is I remember I was in St. Louis at the time, and Jack Buck, one of the greatest announcers of all time, said, if Brian Jordan don't win a gold glove, I'm gonna eat my hat. And I
I
remember after
hate
the
it.
season and I didn't get it, my mom reminded Jack he got to eat his hat.
You
It
should
was
have. You should
hilarious.
have, BJ. You should
No,
have, man.
yeah, man. Especially you look at the St. Louis outfit I had, man. I had me, Ray Langford in there, but Ray, he had maybe one or two errors. Oh man, we used to clean it up out there in St. Louis, but hey, none of us won a gold glove, man.
A
It was
good
crazy.
squad too, a dope
Yeah,
squad. Like, oh man,
yeah,
it
man.
sucks, man. I hate the politics of not just baseball, every sport. You
Right.
know, I feel like you should have won. That's the reason why I said that. You should have won. I
I
mean,
appreciate that, man.
it is what it is. I mean, we can't fight it now, right? We can't go to
No, no,
the
can't do nothing about it now, man.
commissioner or something like that. And but how okay, what did defense mean to you as a player?
Man, defense meant more to me than offense. Because
Really?
if I could save my pitching, I'm gonna save my pitching. And it's crazy that you bring that up because playing in St. Louis, being the first round pick there, and I played 7 years with the Cardinals. Love St. Louis
Yeah, yeah.
and wanted to stay in St. Louis. I was willing to take a discount to stay in St. Louis.
Wow.
And the general manager told me that I played the game too hard, that they were scared to give me a long-term deal because I might get hurt because of the way I played defense,
That doesn't make
diving
sense,
around,
BJ.
making catches, and it was just like, are you kidding me? How am I supposed to play this game? I only know how to play it one way.
Right.
And, defense, golly, that was the number one thing to me. You know, anybody can hit, but catching that ball, taking away home runs, man, that was the best part of
Yeah,
baseball for me.
throwing,
Yeah, throwing
diving.
guys out. But yeah, man, I would definitely save
Wow.
my pitches, man.
He
Defensively.
said you playing the game too hard.
Too
I've
hard,
never
man.
heard that.
Well, you heard it today. Yeah, so yeah, that really disappointed me,
Holy
man,
cow.
because I always thought that's the only way you play the game.
Right.
Yeah, so I guess I was supposed
That's
to
what
let
they
some of those
asked for.
I
Give
guess
it
I
your
guess I was
all.
supposed to let some of those balls drop instead of dive for them.
Oh, but then
So
they would have tried to trade you or something like that. So it
well,
doesn't make
no,
sense. I'm just lost.
no, I mean, because some the mindset, man, they rather have you on the field, and they're scared if you dive and hurt your shoulder, you're gonna be out 2, 3 days. But I just couldn't control myself, man, because that's the way I played the game.
BJ, this question, I wrote, last night. Um, it's something that I'm taking too long. I can't wait to hear your response. What would you want your legacy to be, BJ?
Ooh, you know what? My legacy is not around sports, man. I write children's books. I have a foundation. I give scholarships to kids who don't have anything, man. That's resilient, that want to go to college, but because of their living situation, they can't.
Yeah.
And so my foundation gives scholarships. So we've given over $1 million in scholarships over since I started in '98, man. And to from the first scholarship that I gave, who became a CEO of a credit union, to the last scholarships I've given out, man, to see those kids thrive and become somebody. That's what I want my legacy to be about. Yeah, I was special, got a chance to play two professional sports, but what is meaningful to me is impacting lives. And that was through my scholarship program. I started writing children's books because I was that kid who had dyslexia growing up, got people cracking on me and joking me. And, until I took it to myself, my mom was an educator. She read to me, but I was a visual learner. I would
Yeah.
look at those pictures and I can tell you everything. And there's so many kids like me out there that kids, but teachers say are bad kids because they're too embarrassed to read, And so I challenged myself. I went back and got those books. My mom read to me, and I went one finger, one word at a time until I figured it out, So now, God put it on my heart in 2004 to write this first book. I told you I could play. And I've written 6 since, chapter books and all.
Wow.
So now I'm in the elementary school space, motivating kids to play. I mean, to read, and by doing that, I'm playing kickball. The top reading first grade and second grade class, each quarter, I come back, we play kickball against the teachers, myself. And, I may bring in a couple other pro athletes come in so the kids can meet them. Just motivating and impacting kids' lives, man. That's the most important thing that God gives you, man, a platform. And He gave me that platform, and I definitely want to take advantage and give it back and touch as many lives as possible, man. That's my legacy. That's what I want to be remembered by.
You're a believer.
So no doubt.
So this next question, right? Because I have 2 more, but I'm swapping one for this one, right? And I feel like this would end with a banger. I normally ask this question to certain individuals, right? People that mention the Lord, and because I don't like to force anything upon anyone, right? Even Christ said, don't, if they don't want to hear, then you dust your feet and you keep it moving. But now that you mentioned God, and I felt that in my heart, I felt the spirit, I want to ask you this last question, and we're gonna end it like that, BJ. And I know for a fact, BJ, no one has ever asked you this question publicly. I know that for a fact. You know why? You know why I know, BJ?
Why?
Because I felt it in the spirit. I heard our Father, because we're brothers.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
From the same Father.
Mm-hmm.
I heard him say it. Are you ready for this question?
Yes.
Who is Jesus Christ to you?
Wow, my Lord and Savior, man. And,
yes, sir.
And he is who I wake up to every morning and pray for guidance.
Yes, sir.
And ask for direction every morning because He is my Father. That's who Jesus is to me, man. Yes, He is.
Amen.
He gave me everything that I have. He gave me a platform to be like Him and go out and bless others, man. So
let's go, BJ.
Yeah, that's my Father, man. Yep.
Let's go, BJ. I
appreciate you.
I'm saying this publicly, right? No, listen, I felt it, BJ. It's not much, but I want to donate $1,000 to your foundation.
Oh man, wow, that is terrific.
So where can I find the link, and where can my viewers find the link?
You can go to BrianJordanFoundation.com, man.
Okay.
BrianJordanFoundation.com.
Easy 1, 2, 3 steps.
Easy 1, 2, 3 steps, man.
Okay.
I really appreciate that, man. And I ain't come on here for you to be donating no money. I came on here for you. So I
know, but I felt it in my heart, right? I was blessed too, BJ. I wasn't a ball player, which in fact I play little league, I play pony, junior pony. I mean, I love baseball. I even have a few trophies at home. It's just that my grades, not having a father figure, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? Kind of messed me up. But I was blessed enough to retire in 2018.
Wow,
and I
man.
and I was blessed enough, BJ, to meet my wife, right? 12 years ago.
Uh-huh.
She I have two beautiful children, right? And I'm now like in current day today, I'm a stay-at-home dad who's let's just put it this way, financially straight by the grace of God.
Awesome.
He has
That's
blessed me
awesome.
enough, you know. So I feel like it's my duty, right? And my obligation, not only because, I feel like it's right, but I also have to be obedient.
Hmm.
So that's key. I gave my life to the Lord, BJ, 3 years ago.
Man, congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
So, it's been one heck of a ride, but I've learned so much, I've grown so much, and this is for my viewers and yours. It's the best decision you'll ever make in your life.
Yes, it
I
is,
kid you
man.
not. Because you're
Yes,
filled
it
with
is.
every fruit of the spirit, which is joy, patience, kindness, love, you name it. I'm filled with
Yes,
all those things, BJ.
man. And then share it, man. I mean, he's giving you a platform to share it, man.
Can
To
you
keep
believe
to
this?
keep to
Can you
keep
believe
tracking me
BJ?
down and bringing me on the show, man.
Oh yeah,
Shoot,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's a
No,
blessing,
absolutely.
man. That
Absolutely.
is a
Absolutely.
blessing.
I couldn't I had to get you on, BJ.
Yeah, because I'm
You
gonna tell
know?
you, I don't accept everybody, man.
I
I'm gonna
know.
be honest,
I
but
know.
it was something that I was like, man, I'm gonna do this show, and especially after losing my sister in Burning yesterday, man. I'm like, this will give me a reprieve, and this is the reason why, man. Oh goodness, man.
So I
I
just want to say,
appreciate you.
BJ,
I
I
appreciate
appreciate
you.
you.
Oh man,
Thank you for being part of my childhood. Uh thank you for man,
man, bro. All you do now is be a leader to those kids, man.
man.
Now, any of them play sports? You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man.
It's I'm just it may not look like, but I'm nervous. Because
But you got to,
I'm nervous, BJ. I'm sorry, but I'm nervous. I'm talking to someone that I admired, growing up.
man. Come
So
on, man.
I still get
We
starstruck.
two, we two God fearing men, man. Shoot, it ain't nothing to be nervous about, man.
I
Shoot,
still get starstruck, BJ. I kid you
don't
not.
get starstruck,
I I,
man.
I was nervous. I even told my wife, like, hey, babe, I'm about to sit down with a legend. She said, "Oh, word." She's like, I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, definitely a legend. My time, my era for sure. You know, and damn, this is a dream come true, man. And God, and this is for all the youngins, and not really the young, everyone. Man, God says, Matthew 6:33 says, "Seek the kingdom, and everything else shall be added on to you."
Be added on, yeah.
And
That's
that's what I've
awesome.
been doing for almost 4 years now, BJ. And he has added everything onto me, man, onto my life. Believe it or not, BJ,
Man,
I started this pod 6 months ago, and I have over 200,000 followers,
man, that's
a
awesome,
hundred
man.
and something
That
guests,
is awesome.
all
Wow.
pro athletes.
That's the power. Hey, that's the power you have, man, right there.
Amazing.
That's it.
Thank you,
Yeah.
BJ.
Knocking down doors, man. I love it. I love it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, BJ. God bless you. God bless your family.
You
May
too, man.
God, may your sister, rest in peace. God bless her soul. I know she's in heaven.
Yes.
I know that for a fact. And BJ, thank you. I connect with all my guests. Is it okay for me to give you my number? Can we
Please,
chat?
man. Yeah, please, man.
Perfect. Thank you,
Do
BJ.
that, man.
I love you like
All
a
right.
brother.
Man, we are
Thank you,
brothers,
BJ.
man. All right, man.
God
Keep
bless you.
using your
Thank you.
platform, brother.
Amen. Amen. We going for
All
it.
right. Man. Take care, man.
You too.